Today's video is sponsored by Misplay. More on them later. Real or fake? We're going to be looking at different foods that are candles that kind of look real. And for some of them, we're going to actually be comparing them to real foods that look like them. But essentially, these 9 candles are indeed food themed. And I'm going to give full credit to this video idea to HopeScope. For those of you who don't know, HopeScope previously did a video where she found different kinds of foods that were wax-based that looked really real from different Etsy shops. So if you do want to watch that video after this one, I will link it down below. I highly recommend it. Very entertaining, and HopeScope is such an absolute sweetheart. So I do have food items that look like this, and the question is, are they food or are they candles? Some of them are more obvious than others though. Let me know in the comment section below which one of the candles that we've done by the end of the video is your favorite, and which other ones do you want me to hunt and look for. And by the way, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, otherwise I will wave a sharp pointy thing at you. Click on all notification while you're there. That way you can join us for live streams and check out our videos we post weekly. And we're going to start off with probably one of the most expensive candles I have ever paid for. I don't know if it's worth it, but here's what it looks like. I got this one from Amazon. It does have a rating of 4.5 stars with 98 reviews. And this is a cereal, a bowl of Fruit Loops, which is a really popular brand here in North America. Let me know what popular brand is in your country. And it looks really real to the real thing. Really real to the real thing. Wow, Jackie vocabulary. I'm very good at English. But it does look appetizing, very colorful. I love the textures on the tiny cereals, and it says it's also a realistic size. Stunning detail. And it looks like part of it is DIY or we're just getting a bag. It says it comes in an elegant gift box. I don't know if I would call this an elegant gift box. It just looks like a box. And it says it's so lifelike. If you're wondering how much this costs, I don't even think I would say that this is worth it, but it is $63. And of course I did get the real thing, so this is the real Fruit Loops that we have. So we're gonna do a comparison to see how real it actually looks. All right, let's see what we have. And my goodness, this is so, my goodness. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. I can smell it as soon as I open the box. It legitimately smells like Fruit Loops. And for those of you who don't know what it smells like, it has like this tropical fruity scent to it. All right, let's open you. Where do I open you from? This bag is very ASMR-y. Okay, hang on, let's figure this out.
Figure it out. Figure it out.
Ooh. Look at that. Oh, so here is a close-up of one of the tiny cereals. And I'm gonna put a few in my hand. And we can see that one side is definitely more textured than the other, and the other side is a little bit more on the flat side. Let's see what the rest of the bowl here looks like. Okay, that is pretty heavy. There goes the elegant box. And that is bubble wrapped. I am surprised this is not broken so far. Oh, it's true, it did say it came with a spoon. Okay. This is a glass cup, obviously, otherwise this would be a problem because we are using fire and melting it. And so here it is. We definitely have a spoon on the inside, and this is going to be metallic for sure. And it does say to just put it on top. That's all. Am I just gonna put everything? That might be too much. I think we may have overdone this. This might be too much. Because the problem, the first thing I noticed, is that the wicks are not long enough. Yeah, the wick, oh, it smells so good. It's really making me want to eat cereal. But I definitely think the wicks are not long enough. I have to look for it. There's one wick here, there. So I'm guessing we can use these as extras to top it off. So I'm gonna pull some of these out, like I saw. We have 1, 2, 3 wicks. Beautiful. This looks amazing. Okay, let's take out the real cereal. You know what? This smells exactly the same. Now I feel like it's going to be easier to tell the difference because Canadian Fruit Loops have changed their colors to remove too many of the fake colorants. So here's a bowl, and you're gonna see that the colors are very muted.
What the hell?
This is what they look like now. Whereas I think in the USA, there's still this vibrant, beautiful color. So you can see this is the fake ones, which really look much better, aesthetically speaking. And these are the real ones, which have become very muted and naturally colored. So we had to sacrifice beauty for function. Kind of like my face. But let's compare the yellow ones to each other, since those are basically the closest to each other, and the texturing is really phenomenal on the fake one. So I'm sure you can tell the difference, but just in case you can't, we're gonna go ahead and put the text right on top. But I feel like if you left this on the desk like this, someone will definitely just pick it up and go, yum, 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 yum. That's good, very delicious. I did not eat the candle. Candle's right there. All right, now I'm really curious to see what this is going to look like when melted. So let's go ahead and melt. And as you can see, once I lit it up, the cereal was pretty much very resilient. I left this candle on for 6 hours and the milky part basically didn't move, but the cereal part did melt a little bit, but the surrounding area still stayed. And look, I still have quite a bit of cereal that I can top it off with. Next, we have a bunch of different cuts of sushi. Okay, the power did not go down. I just lost the plug. Give me a second. Okay, where was I before the light went kaput? So we do have a piece of fish and shrimp, and it looks like down here we have some ginger, which to be fair looks very anemic. We have egg, and I'm guessing this is tuna or salmon. Next here we have a roll, and then we have a piece of tofu skin. And these are all from a website called Japan Trend Shop. Again, this is not sponsored nor affiliated. I do find a lot of their items overpriced and some of them are even expired, so do be careful when you shop there. And you can see here we have the tofu skin, the roll, and the ginger, and these were actually not that cheap, coming in at around $19 for this small plate. And this one says no fragrance. So for those of you who don't like fragrance but love the look, this is kind of one of them. And the other two together are $28. So it's about $14 each. No, not $14. Wow, math. Kitty editor, you made me make the mistake. Blame the kitty editor. Or is it $14? It is $14. Why did I doubt myself? And I love that the description here says, be sure not to eat them by mistake. And these sushi candles will provide you with a flame to see by. I'm glad. I'm hoping that will be the case. But let's take a closer look. This is glued under here. Interesting. I don't know why. I'm constantly surprised that the bottom is a glass instead of a plastic, but it has to be. There is no choice here. My goodness. This actually looks way better out of the box. Let's get these ones. Yeah, they definitely look way better out of the packaging. Voila. Let's take a quick whiff. I know they're not supposed to smell like anything. Yeah, it just smells purely of wax. And next, same thing. They really do smell kind of like Crayola though. And so here's a close-up of the fish. Let's turn this around and take a look at the rice mold over here. And it does look like tiny bits of rice. I'm starting to get little wax on my fingers, in my fingernails. I'm not sure how, but look at even the skin detail in the silver over here. This is really neat and it does look wet. And here's the shrimp with the rice on the side. And this is the ginger. I'm surprised that even the piece of ginger being so tiny has its own wick on the inside. Here we have the egg and look at the details of the egg here. It's not just a square piece of yellow, but it has little indents of an omelet. We have the seaweed and the rice. Very cute. Here's the tuna. Definitely looks very synthetic, but you can see like the little slices and cuts as though it was made by a sushi chef. And over here we have the roll. We can see the egg, cucumber. Not sure what these two are. I'm guessing this is going to be two pickled vegetables or something. And here's what it looks like at the bottom, and the seaweed around has great texture. It doesn't look photorealistic, but it looks pretty good. And here we have the tofu skin that's supposed to be wrapped around the rice. Again, looks really good. Loving the textures on these. Now I know this is going to be very obvious, but bear with me here. Here we have shrimp sushi and our sushi candle. Now, the difference is that the sushi, hang on, let's put the tail both down. It does look pretty good. It's just the colors here are extremely vibrant. That's what I'm starting to notice with candles, is that they're going too vibrant as opposed to desaturated, which could give away the fact that they are not the real thing. But otherwise, it doesn't look too bad. If I were to hold this like that without showing the wick, it could pass. If you didn't see the real one, it could pass. But when it comes to the roll itself, that one is a hard pass. It definitely looks extremely synthetic, and I feel like I would love to search for ones that look really real, but they missed the mark on this one. The texture of the rice is kind of off, but I think the insides could definitely be worked with if there was a little better shading. And last but not least, this way with the ginger, the real one is actually way more saturated, so it almost feels like you can't win here. It's either too saturated or not saturated enough. Let's see how these look melted. And so the tofu and roll sushi, you can see immediately the ginger just immediately went out, and the remainder of the actual sushi just basically disintegrated within about 1 hour. So it didn't last very long. The egg and tuna sushi were absolutely a disappointment. After 1 hour, they basically just melted right on the inside, and the rest of the outer edge, they're not going anywhere. There's just not enough heat to burn the rest of the wax. For the shrimp and fish sushi, this one was even more of a disappointment because you're going to see at the end, the wax just spilled a little bit of everywhere, and same problem again. It's just burning that center part and not really spreading, so it kind of is a bit of an eyesore. Salty Crafter, are you earning rewards simply by discovering and playing mobile games? Yep, you look like you're enjoying this. So if you grains are anything like me or Salty Crafter and love discovering mobile games, then why not do it through today's sponsor, Misplay. And Misplay is a loyalty app for us gamers, whether you're casual or a little more intense. Discover new games and earn rewards. And these rewards can be turned into gift cards. So whether you're looking for more daily coffees, Amazon purchases, getting that Fortnite battle pass, Misplay really is that easy, because while you're in the app, you discover games, play them, and earn your rewards. And they have a huge catalog of games, whether you're into puzzles, action adventure, words, casual, cards, and more. And of course, the more you play, the more you earn rewards, and you can get gift cards for some of your favorites, like Amazon, Xbox, Walmart, PlayStation, and more. And with over 100 million in gift cards redeemed, you're sure to find at least a few games that tickle your fancy. Like right now, I'm kind of really into Rise of Kingdoms. Sometimes I do like relaxing games, but Rise of Kingdoms is just getting my blood a little fiery at the end of a long day. So what are you waiting for? Go to misplay.com/nerdycrafter or click the link in the description box below to download Misplay for free. Not only will you get 200 points for signing up today, but if you use my code NERDYCRAFTER100 inside the app, you'll get an additional 100 points more, which will definitely help you towards redeeming your first gift card. More details in the description box below. Again, that's misplay.com/nerdycrafter and use the code NERDYCRAFTER100. And conveniently, there is of course a QR code for you to scan. Thank you, Misplay, for sponsoring a portion of today's video. Next we have a cup noodle. Cup noodles are really well known around the world for being one of the most accessible instant noodles and soups that you can get almost everywhere. And so when I saw that there's a version of cup noodle as its own candle, I definitely jumped straight onto this occasion. It looks absolutely identical. If I just put them side by side like this, you can't tell which one is real and which one is fake. For all you know, I may have put the real one inside the box, right? Can you tell which one's real, which one's fake? So is it the one that's chili tomato, or is it the one that's plain? If you guessed chili tomato, it's actually this plain cup noodle one here. But the fun thing about it is that it looks exactly like any label. It comes with the little lips here that open up so that you can see what's on the inside. Here's what it looks like at the bottom. And if you turn it around, it has exactly everything you would need from the label, including how to actually put it together. So I think that's really cute. And don't worry, we're gonna get to the cakes in not too long, but first we need to get to this here. Let's go ahead and open this one to see if the difference on the inside makes a huge impact. So here we have a kitty cat face, and then we have all the toppings on the inside, which, side note, chili tomato is one of my favorites, that and the curry cheese flavor. And let's see what the candle version looks like. Ooh, okay. And, oh no, that looks really synthetic. I think this is with the idea that you've already poured the hot water in there, so that's why it's a little bit more liquidy, very fluorescent in colors. So it doesn't come across as very real. I feel like sometimes they need to tone down on the colors a bit. There are no scents, luckily. Imagine having something that makes your house smell like curry. spoiler alert, I do have candles like that.
What?
Stay tuned. So definitely the colors are way more saturated on this one. And again, if you're curious where I got this one, same shop, Japan Trend Shop, and it is $15. But also if you look at the one next to it for another $15, we were able to get a Ramen Alley Noodles candle. And here it is. It's really tiny. I thought this would be much bigger, kind of like the cereal bowl, but it is mega tiny. Look how small it is. Why is it so hard? Aha! And it comes in a really cute ceramic bowl. Apparently this is an authentic bowl that is made specifically for this region of Japan. Oh my goodness. This is interesting. It's really gummy. These are all gummy-esque. This is interesting. Okay, we have to take a closer look at this. All the other candles have a very stiff wax. They just don't move like any of those here. Those little onions actually are gummy, but everything else is pretty solid. But this one, the corn is gummy, the broth is gummy, the shrimp, look at that, super gummy. Everything is very, very gummy. Let's sniff. Yeah, definitely no scent. But let's go ahead and see how well these actually melt. That mini ramen plate really impressed me. I kept that on for about 4 hours and it barely budged. And so I was really impressed with the fact that it just stayed the same shape. Not only that, but it was actually gummy. Even after I blew the candle out, it was still gummy and had a nice texture to it. So that was pretty interesting. Yet another resilient candle. This one was lit for about 6 hours and it barely moved. So I have a feeling that this candle is going to last you a really long time. It's really giving. Now back onto desserts, and here we have a dolce candle, and it is more specifically a millefeuille. So millefeuille is a pastry with many different kinds of little phyllo pastries and then creams in between. I think in Australia I learned that they're called snot blocks. Australia grains, y'all are disgusting. Why you gotta change the name of dessert? So let's see what this one looks like. It's been a while since I ordered it, so I really don't remember what a lot of these ones look like. My goodness. I don't know why I always think that these things are going to be way bigger than I expected, but they're always way tinier. My goodness, hello. Okay. Oh, wow. That does smell like a fake strawberry candy scent, as far as I can tell from here. Let's pull you out, and here's what it looks like. We see different layers of cream and then strawberry, and then we have more strawberries on top and cream. Here's what it looks like all the way around. We do have a label and it says Dolce Candle, and that's basically the wick. I don't know if the wick goes all the way down because we don't see that little thing at the bottom, the little metal thing that holds everything together. And the scent really is like fake strawberry candy, like the ones that you would get for Halloween that is wrapped in a candy wrapper that looks like strawberry. You can see it on the screen here. But this is really, really very sweet scented, and it is pretty tiny. Now, are these fake or are these real? Here we have another millefeuille. Again, let's bring it a little closer. This one really shows the different layers of the pastry, and the creams are 2 different colors. We can see little flakes and everything. And then over here, we have a tart. And if y'all are saying this is real, you're right. It's because there's no wick, isn't it? That's what gave it away. But trust me, watch the video by Hopescope because some of these were just wax figures that didn't have any wick, and it were a little hard to tell the difference between some of the fake ones and the real ones. But I have to say that their ability to make the cream in the middle is not bad at all. The only difference is that the one over here on the real one is pretty shiny, whereas this one has a matte finish. The strawberry itself is lacking a lot of shading. So the real strawberry, we see a little bit more variance in colors, whereas this one is just one block of red. And when it comes to the phyllo pastry, it's just definitely not comparable. So they could do a lot more work to make this work. And the downside of this one specifically is that it doesn't come with anything to actually burn the candle on. So far, everything came with its own plate in order to burn it on, but this one, you gotta figure it out yourself. So it loses points for that. All right. Let's light it up. This millefeuille cake was really interesting because the most resilient part was actually the strawberry, and once it got to the strawberry, it just melted so quickly and it basically put itself out within about 2 hours. So it doesn't have much of a lifespan, and the room didn't smell that great. It smells great on its own, but nope, it disappointed. It 100% disappointed, but it did leave some really cool swirls on the plate themselves, I have to say. Let's move on to weirder things. Yes, just when you thought we couldn't get any weirder with scents and candles, we have yet more. Over here, We have curry scented incense. And over here we have coffee and milk scented. Yes, if you want your house to smell like you just cooked dinner without actually having cooked dinner, there's an incense for that. But I didn't just go savory. We also have the milky and peach nectar juice scented incense. I think these are incense, or are they candles? Let's double check. And so back to the Japan trend shop, you can see that this is called retro curry and coffee incense and candle set. So we do have a candle set somewhere. And it says that these two, the coffee with milk and the curry, are Japan's most characteristic aromas. Sure. And there are 2 packs of 19-minute incense sticks. Okay. And we have mini candles that come in 5 different colors and burn for about 10 minutes. By the way, each of these sets is about $24. And here when we look at the milky and nectar, it's the vintage candy themed room. So I'm really excited about this. I really hope they do smell good. And again, these are supposed to be vintage from the 50s and the 80s, but they have to make sure that they let you know you don't get the actual candy and the juice themselves, of course. Of course. You get their characteristic fragrances, but in a pack of mini incense sticks that will burn for about 19 minutes as well. And if these are anything but really quirky, they do seem to make nice gift boxes if you know someone that's into quirky scented things. But the question is, are they actually smelling nice? So let's go ahead and pull out the milky candy and see what that looks like. The packaging is really pretty. It should look like this kind of milky candy that is really popular. You'll find them in most Asian grocery stores. And here's what it looks like all the way around. It legit looks like a box of candy. All right, do I push you? Yes. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of incense. Wait, how do we burn this? Oh my goodness. Okay, that is a lot. I did not expect this. Let's take a whiff. It smells like incense. It has this floral scent to it. I don't smell any candy, so I think maybe we're gonna have to burn it in order to actually see if that actually makes anything. But I legitimately did not expect all of this. So I'm gonna need to take out an incense holder of some sort to burn it. Okay, so the milky one has been lit. And I have to say, from far, it started to smell quite milky and really good. It's when you get closer that it just smells purely of incense. But let's get a little bit of a whiff. Yes, absolutely smells really sweet. It's still very subtle, so if you're looking for something a little bit more punchy, that's not what you're getting. And now we have the peach juice box. And this one, here's what it looks like. It says incense stick again. Here's what it looks like on the side, the back, and the other side. Let's go ahead and push you out. And again, we're getting so many. These are different colors too. These have a bit more of a peachy look. And again, we're getting a lot. How many did it say? It doesn't actually say how many are in there. But let's take a sniff and see if it smells like peach. This one definitely has a bit more of a fruity scent. Again, I'm curious to see what it's going to smell like when it burns. If there's one that I have the most hope on, it's going to be the peach scented one. I kind of burnt it a little too far, but let's see what this smells like. That's very smoky. Nope. It has a tiny bit of a sweet scent, but oh, wait. Some of these scents are coming in a little later. I smell it now. Still very faint. I wouldn't call these scented, really. It's way too subtle for me to say that they're worth it. And let's check out the tiny candles. Oh, these are adorable. These are really, really cute. I wonder if each candle burns a different color, and we're gonna find that out really soon. Now, I wanted to light up as many of these tiny candles as possible just to kind of see what they would look like or if they would be colorful because they were in different colors, but they actually didn't have different colors and they burnt out within about, I would say, 10 minutes. But I have to say, the flames and the wicks really did stay up for quite some time. So yeah, they would be good for the dark. Now we have the less sweet scented ones. Let's check out the curry scent because I'm very curious on what a curry scented incense is going to look like. Here we have Kamiyama curry incense. And again, Japanese curry is very different from Indian curry or Thai curry. And if you haven't tried it yet, I definitely highly encourage you to give it a go. So here we can see the rice, we can see the curry, we see the potatoes, the carrots, and the meat. Here's what it looks like on the side. We have kari. Here's the back and the side again. So let's go ahead and push you out. Yeah, these ones look different. Every single one of them has a different color to them. All right, let's take a sniff. Yeah, they definitely have a bit more of a spicy scent to them. All right, let's see what they actually smell like. And here we go with the curry flavored one. Curry scented. Do not eat this. And let me just bring it a little closer. And this one purely smells of incense. I'm trying to get a whiff of maybe some kind of curry flavoring. Oh, hang on. This is really, really mild. It has a really small smidge scent of curry, which kind of smells like as though the neighbors were making curry. It's not that strong. And then we have the coffee scented incense. I feel like if you like the scent of coffee, having something like this burning to make the house smell like coffee is a great idea. So here's what it looks like. We have coffee and milk incense. We have little coffee beans. We have the milk drop coming down here. Down here says Kameyama. Okay, here's what it looks like on the side, the back, and the other side. And let's pull you out. What color are you? Oh, black colored incense sticks. And these ones are actually wrapped. Interesting, but why? Just to give you an idea of how many there actually are. That's how many there are. If you want to pause and count, go for it. Let's take a good sniff. I think this might be a better idea if you want to count. That's up to you. I'm not going to count, but here it is. Let's take a sniff. It does smell like stale coffee dirt. So we're gonna have to burn that to see. And similarly to the other one, we do have these candles that have really cute little colors. So here we have the coffee that is nicely lit. I am really curious what the scent is going to be, so I'm just gonna bring it a little closer. And it really does smell just like incense. I don't smell the, wait. Yes. Okay, here it is. It's starting to smell like coffee. Not a really strong coffee, but almost like someone left a cup of coffee on the table. So that's pretty interesting. By the way, shameless plug, if you haven't yet seen my shorts channel, Nerdy Crafter Shorts, make sure that you do subscribe to it if you like browsing shorts. We post there 5 days a week, and we also live stream on there. By the way, did you grains know I have my very own craft kit? And this kit is a bear pour acrylic paint kit. As you can see, you get tiny bears that you can turn either to keychains or put them on your bags or backpack, while totally customizing them to your preferences. As you can see, Mariah Elizabeth and Hopescope both had fun with these kits. I will link their videos down below so you can take a full watch. And you can either customize these bears with air dry clay or go straight into the acrylic pour part, which is obviously the fun part. And you can make so many different color combinations and even customize them with detail brushes that also come in the kit. This one really does have everything you need, including 6 mini bears, 8 ready to pour vibrant color paints, silicone trays, spatulas, mixing cups, gloves, stirring sticks, and even a divider cup where you can put up to 5 different colors so they don't mix and match together. And a custom foldable metal rack that we made specifically for this kit so the bears can hang dry. And even a mat for your desk. A full list of everything inside will be on the website, but you can really customize these bears to however way you like, and it is so fun and it's really hard to stop. And especially now that we have a promotion for you for 10% off that is automatically applied. Did I mention you also get a sticker pack in there with 9 to collect, plus 1 holographic? And if you get the golden card, that is the golden ticket, and I will list the prizes that you can get with the golden ticket, including choosing my next vlog. Thank you again eternally for all the support you guys have been giving me, and I'm just excited to share this project with you. And the next one here we have is a steak dinner. Coming in at around $24, this grilled meat candle looks really cute. And even while it's lit, it looks absolutely adorable. I love all the little tiny pieces that it looks like. I mean, comparatively to the spoon, the fork and the knife, not the spoon, the fork and the knife, it really does dwarf it. Let's check what the scent is like because it does smell like coffee to me. Okay, it says the scent is charcoal grilled meat. I don't know why I would want my house to smell like that, but sure, okay. Here's what it looks like. I have to say, this looks absolutely phenomenal. The only thing is that it looks like these vegetables are very, very glazed. Here it looks like we have some potatoes. At first I thought they were lemon wedges because of how yellow they are, but no, these are potatoes. Next we have a couple of green beans. Love the little detail here that it looks kind of wrapped. Very cute. And then we have 2 little pieces of carrot. These are so tiny. I don't know how these are going to melt or burn, but they're pretty small. And last but not least, we have the char grilled steak. This really does look pretty good. It does have this plasticky look to it, so unfortunately it doesn't look as real as I thought it would. And here's what it looks like at the bottom. So here we can tell the wick does go all the way through, but I don't think it's going to melt all the way through, so that's why we're going to be using the candle melter. And I have to say, it kind of feels sticky. Definitely very sticky. Not sure why. Oh, what? Wait. No. Why does it smell like coffee? I was about to say, here, smell this, but you can't smell. It smells like coffee. That is so weird. Okay, let's go ahead and melt it. And here we go with the steak dinner. The vegetables were the first to go. They did not survive, and the steak itself basically extinguished itself also within about an hour and a half. And yes, spoiler alert, it didn't smell like steak in the room, unfortunately. The steak does still look pretty good, but again, pretty useless. And here we have another curry themed one. Oh my goodness. Wait, is this curry scented? Something smells scented. I don't know if it's this one or just my nose at this point. That is just getting used to all these different scents. No, that definitely smells like something. All right, so we're back on this website and it says food design scented decorative candle. And it looks way more realistic in the pictures than it does in real life. But now that I look at it more closely, it's not the greatest in terms of representing realistic food. And when we scroll down, it says the fragrance is slightly spicy. All right, let's sniff this spicy curry scented candle. Because if you want your house to smell like you cooked, and you don't want to cook, like, where's the food? I made it. It's just, I didn't make no food. It's a ghost meal. Oh, wow. Wow. 100%. The smell of cloves really does pop right in your nostril. Here's what it looks like. We get the little meatballs, potatoes, carrots, the pickles, and even the texture of the rice. This is really spicy smelling. And the wick is really hidden. It's right here with the rice. That smells so curry-esque. Oh my goodness. The curry candle is probably one of the most disappointing ones because the wick was only on the rice. So you could see that it only lit around the rice. So we didn't even get a chance to burn the wax around the curry. So there was no scent and it extinguished itself after about an hour. So useless candle. And don't forget to let me know which one was your favorite. If you want to watch more interesting reviews, make sure you click up here. If you want to catch something a little crafty, make sure you click down here. Until then, I will see you grains in the next video. So, does it change the flavor?
Yeah.
Ah.
Tenderize it.
I have to tenderize it.